In Japan, taxi drivers regularly push their engines past 600,000 miles. Same engines, same engineering. In many cases, the exact same cars sold around the world. Yet those engines often outlast vehicles in other countries by hundreds of thousands of miles. So what's the difference? It's not a miracle oil, it's not a special additive, and it's definitely not a secret engine design reserved only for Japan. The real difference comes down to 4 simple steps performed during every oil change. Steps that most quick service shops never talk about. In Japanese culture, there is a philosophy called Kaizen, meaning continuous small improvement. Applied to engine maintenance, it means something very simple. Every oil change is an opportunity to slightly reduce long-term wear. Reduce that wear by just a fraction of a percent each time, and over hundreds of oil changes, the results compound dramatically. Today on Car Failure Files, we're breaking down the 4 oil change habits that quietly allow engines to run for decades. Drop a comment below. What's the highest mileage engine you've ever owned? Before understanding the 4 steps, you need to understand how engines actually wear over time. Many people assume engines fail simply because oil gets old. In reality, most damage happens when lubrication conditions temporarily break down. Inside a running engine, metal parts rarely touch each other directly. Crankshafts, camshafts, and bearings ride on a thin, pressurized film of oil, often thinner than a human hair. As long as that oil film stays stable, wear remains extremely low. The real danger happens when that protective film weakens. This usually occurs during cold starts, when oil is thicker and slower to circulate. It also happens when contaminants begin building up inside the oil itself. Japanese mechanics focus heavily on preventing those small lubrication breakdowns, especially during oil service. And that's exactly where the first step begins. If you appreciate real maintenance knowledge instead of marketing myths, take a second to like the video and subscribe. It helps Car Failure Files reach more drivers who want their engines running strong for hundreds of thousands of miles. Step 1. Engine temperature before draining. The first step begins before the drain plug is even removed. It has nothing to do with oil brands or additives. It's about engine temperature at the time of the oil change. In many quick service shops, oil is drained whenever the car arrives. Sometimes the engine is cold, other times it's barely warmed up. But engine oil behaves very differently depending on temperature. When oil is cold, its viscosity is higher. It flows slower, and contaminants inside the oil are not evenly suspended. Tiny metal particles, soot, and combustion byproducts can settle in low-flow areas of the engine. When the engine reaches normal operating temperature, 2 important things happen. The oil becomes thinner and flows much more freely. At the same time, contaminants remain suspended throughout the oil instead of settling. This allows more contaminated oil to leave the engine during the drain process, reducing how much old residue mixes with the fresh oil that follows. Step 2. The hidden drain window. The second step is surprisingly simple, yet it's one of the most overlooked parts of an oil change. It comes down to how long you allow the oil to drain. In most service shops, once the main stream slows down, the drain plug goes back in almost immediately. Sometimes the entire drain process lasts only a few minutes. From a speed and business standpoint, that makes sense. But mechanically, it leaves oil behind. Even after the main flow stops, oil continues returning to the oil pan from the upper parts of the engine. The valve train, timing components, and oil galleries all hold small amounts of oil that drains slowly over time. Oil also clings to metal surfaces inside the engine and needs time to slide back down. Allowing the engine 10 to 20 minutes of total drain time lets significantly more contaminated oil leave the system. It's not complicated, it just requires patience. Step 3. Startup protection and filter quality. The third step happens right after the drain plug goes back in. This is where oil filter installation and startup protection become critical. Most people treat the oil filter as a simple replacement part. Remove the old one, screw on a new one, and move on. But the oil filter plays a major role in how quickly oil pressure stabilizes when the engine starts. At startup, the oil pump pulls oil from the pan and pushes it through the filter before it reaches the engine's bearings and moving parts. Until pressure stabilizes, the engine briefly operates under higher stress. That's why filter quality matters. A well-built filter maintains proper flow while trapping harmful particles. Another important feature is the anti-drainback valve, which helps keep oil inside the filter when the engine is off. Before installing the filter, apply a thin film of fresh oil to the rubber gasket. Then tighten it by hand, secure but not over-tightened. Step 4. Proper refill method and overfill risk. The fourth step happens after the drain plug and filter are installed. It's the final stage of the oil change, and surprisingly, it's where many mistakes occur. The problem is how the engine is refilled. A common assumption is that more oil equals better protection. In reality, overfilling can create serious problems. When the oil level rises too high, the crankshaft can contact the oil in the pan. This creates aeration, which means tiny air bubbles mix into the oil. Aerated oil cannot maintain stable lubrication pressure, which increases wear over time. The better method is controlled refilling. Instead of pouring the full capacity immediately, add about 80 to 90% first. Give the oil time to settle inside the engine, then gradually add small amounts until the dipstick approaches the correct level. After starting the engine briefly, shut it off and check the level again. Proper distribution takes a few minutes. Oil chemistry and Y intervals matter. Changing oil correctly is only part of the equation. The other factor that determines engine life is when the oil is changed. Modern engine oil is far more than simple lubrication. It's a carefully balanced chemical system. Inside every bottle are detergents that clean deposits, dispersants that keep contaminants suspended, anti-wear additives that protect metal surfaces, and stabilizers that resist oxidation. Over time, that chemical protection slowly weakens. Heat breaks down additives. Fuel dilution from cold starts thins the oil. Moisture and combustion byproducts increase contamination. Even the best full synthetic oil eventually loses its protective strength. Manufacturer oil intervals such as 7,500 or 10,000 miles are designed for average conditions, but many vehicles experience harsher use. Short trips, heavy traffic, frequent cold starts, and turbocharged engines all accelerate oil degradation. For many engines, a conservative 5,000-mile interval under mixed driving conditions helps reduce long-term wear accumulation. The Kaizen mindset and ultra-long engine life. There's a reason vehicles in Japan often reach extremely high mileage. It's not luck, and it's not because their engines are fundamentally different. The difference is the mindset behind maintenance. In Japan, the idea of Kaizen means making small improvements continuously. When applied to car ownership, it means preventing problems long before they appear. Two identical cars can follow completely different paths over time. At 80,000 miles, both engines usually feel the same. At 150,000 miles, they still run smoothly. But by 250,000 miles, the gap begins to appear. One engine stays quiet and stable. The other begins showing small signs of wear. Slight oil consumption. A little. More noise during cold starts. Gradual loss of efficiency. These changes rarely come from one major mistake. They come from thousands of small decisions repeated over years. Consistent maintenance habits quietly compound. And over decades, those small improvements determine whether an engine struggles early or keeps running far longer than expected. The system that creates 600,000-mile engines. There is no miracle oil that guarantees extreme engine life. There is no secret additive that suddenly turns an ordinary engine into a 600,000-mile machine. What actually separates average engines from exceptional ones is a simple maintenance system followed consistently over time. That system begins with draining oil at proper operating temperature, allowing contaminants to leave the engine more effectively. It continues with giving the engine enough time to fully drain, instead of rushing the process. Next comes installing a quality oil filter correctly, ensuring faster oil pressure, stabilization during startup when engines are most vulnerable, and finally, refilling carefully, avoiding overfill, and verifying the correct level after the oil circulates. None of these steps are dramatic on their own, but repeated over hundreds of oil changes, they steadily reduce cumulative wear. Most engines don't fail from one catastrophic event. They fail from thousands of small shortcuts. And avoiding those shortcuts is what allows engines to run quietly for decades. If you learned something useful today, hit the like button and subscribe to Car Failure Files for more simple maintenance insights that help engines last longer. Before you go, check out our next video about common maintenance mistakes that slowly destroy engines. And drop a comment below. What's the highest mileage engine you've ever owned?